does.
A good time to actually talk about how the wins and losses could pan out, because this is a rare situation where wins and losses within a match, not necessarily winning the match themselves, but wins and losses within a match can actually dictate the outcome of who's going to end up in the bracket stage. And you don't see this too frequently, but this scenario pans out here, and let's play worst case scenario devil's advocate for the United States. If the US loses 5-0 here, they will have lost 7 matches, so their net will go down to 3. So if the Russian Federation gets 4 points off of Thailand, which would be absolutely insane, that would be a heck of a job, the US technically gets eliminated. That is pretty crazy.
Not really, because Russia needs to win against Thailand.
Right,
they have only one match.
Oh, that's right. They would have to win to offset the net gain anyway, right? Because it's most matches won is the priority.
Yeah, so Thailand would have to win this one 5-0, and then I think Russia has to win at least 5-1.
5-1. That's it. It's a tough calculation. I'm not used to this.
Yeah, and I mean, the only reason why we have it set up like this year is we did see a smaller turnout for 7 key than we were expecting. And I mean, hats off to the tournament staff to be able to find a solution that's more fair and still works within the brackets of the time for this tournament.
This is, I'm thinking about this scenario, and I need to check the schedule just to make sure here. Yeah, that's right. Chile and Brazil was the last bracket. Oh my goodness. So the group that Chile and Brazil are in, they all have the same record right now. They're all 1-1, if I remember correctly, since Brazil won the tiebreaker. Oh my goodness. There's going to be some interesting mathematics going on to determine who's going to go into the bracket stages. Have to see how it works.
Yeah, with this first warm-up, we're actually seeing the U.S. doing pretty well still. Everyone's accuracy is staying really high here. It does look like us actually had some problems early on, 93%. Not really climbing too fast either, though, but wouldn't be able to tell it by looking at the 300s going on their screen.
Pay attention to Thailand when the really intense long note sections come in. Their accuracies on those release timings are just absolutely incredible. Shiro absolutely destroyed one of the sections of shields that just came up, and I mean, it was incredible accuracy. The United States trying to flex their speed muscles here, but not doing the strongest of jobs. This is just pretty rough in general.
Yeah, and Halogen, while you bring up that Shiro's accuracy did incredibly well, that's where we actually see the U.S. take a dip, and those kind of things are something that you need to watch out for. While the score might still be in their lead, this might be a good indication of how strong Thailand is with the long notes and what the U.S. might want to avoid if they don't want to see a bad time.
And one thing to take note of, too, is the U.S. is not gathering as much information as they would like for this, because the map difficulty, compared to what they're seeing in the pools, this is substantially harder than anything you're going to see. And right now they're probably going to be seeing, hey, Asusa's not exactly doing super well at 92%. Of course, we got Squishy Korean at 90%, but again, this map doesn't matter much. They can't exactly derive all the information for strategy in this as much as they would like, because the difficulties are just too polarized.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for Thailand, definitely, in terms of, like, being able to find out what their power level is, if you want to say it like that.
Anyway, that warm-up is over, and that was a rather intense song. Pretty cool map by Gekido, though.
All right, and it looks like they're going to go with Zanya.
Oh, they're looking for one of their players, Zenonia.
Oh, Zenonia. Okay. We need O2 Jam.
Zenpaku, hello world. Here is O2 Jam.
You know, commentary for this year for me is a little bit strange because I'm actually commentating from my bed as my chair took a snap a week ago.
It is no longer convenient. This is a problem.
Oh no, it's actually totally cool because my desk like pulls out the keyboard and I can literally, I have my bed right next to my desk and it's high enough. So I'm just laying here. Oh man, come on, Curse. Go away. There we go. Brings that right back up to that 99% accuracy I was going to praise them on.
Z-Tron, stop. It's a really cool map. Too bad I can't read it. 7 key long note. It's not a good thing for me. Nope.
Do we want to talk about Squishy, by the way?
Yeah, the hidden play.
I didn't mention, but yeah.
Oh, that was gross. And oh wow, look at that court stream. Hello. Suddenly we BMS, guys. Nope, never mind. It's gone.
We heard you wanted a dash of BMS in your O2 Jam. So we just decided to give you a little bit of a taste there. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get into the bands, guys. And those will be coming out just in a moment.
Difficulty.
Yeah, there are long notes in that map. That might be the actual reason why they preferred the other one over this one, as even though it's a little bit on the easier side, the long notes are something they just don't want to mess with.
Yeah, and especially in this case, not against Thailand. And we're opening up with the TV size Lynx. Thailand's first pick being a very short one. Want to just get things going right away.
Yeah, and this one actually has all kinds of different types of long note patterns, and these things are introduced almost immediately. So this is going to be right out of the gate something they really want to do. It is short and sweet, so it can be a very quick, secured point for Thailand if they play their cards right here. And that's definitely putting US in the hot seat.
USA needs to be very careful with their response picks to Thailand, because they need to be able to test the waters with their accuracy against Thailand without giving too much information about how they're going to run Thailand down. Because we know that the US has good accuracy, but we don't know how well it's going to be in relation to one another. When you face off against a team that's decent, your performance can be affected just being nervous. I've experienced this myself. So there's a lot of factors here.
Yeah, and as you can see, that opening myriad of long notes right as the map starts here. Nobody's seeing a really heavy accuracy dip, but definitely above average for Thailand here, as they are able to pull off that early score lead. And I what they wanted to do right out of the gate and try to maintain that hold for the entirety of the map.
Yeah, something to really point out about this is because it's a TV-sized map, it's very short, so mistakes are amplified tenfold. They are really tough to recover from because there's not a lot of time in the map to actually do that. And as we saw, Thailand opened out very strong. All three players above 99%. Craig had a rough start, but he's starting to approach the 99% barrier as well. Gekito hovering just above that, and Squishy Korean actually competing with Thailand's top players, but not doing well on his own. The team is behind by about 35,000 points, and we are 2/3 of the way through the song. Not much time left.
Yeah, very smart pick on Thailand's side here. If they could just keep this capitalization of the early score lead, they've got this one in the bag. That bad start for Craig, while he's brought himself up to 99% now, isn't going to mean absolutely anything if the team cannot cover that deficit, and it doesn't look like that's going to be able to happen with Craig seeing another miss.
Oh, Asusa taking a bit of a drop there too, and that breaks one of the combos, and from it was a very severe drop actually. Shiro dropping.
Oh, whoa! Whoa, that just happened.
Oh my god! Oh, that just happened.
Yeah, Shiro dropping at the end there, getting a few 200s, and that's literally all it took as the US was able to just come from behind the last minute and take that victory. Holy crap.
That break point was absolutely ridiculous. And Squishy Korean with the 5-200 full combo and an impressive ratio, tying the best ratio on Thailand, but just 200s less. Absolutely ridiculous break point by the US, and they needed that. They took a break point on what was probably a pick up Thailand sleeves. They were probably comfortable with that, and that is a great way to start.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely not something I saw happening right there. It looked like that was in the bag for Thailand through the entirety of the entire map, and then as it's being so small, that one drop.
14,000 point victory by Thailand. Good turnaround there. Shiro 1-200 away from a double S rank. Absolutely incredible accuracy. Gekito 4 200s and a 50. Squishy Korean's counts look like they just got out of a bar. 3-1, 3-1. Someone's drunk.
Oh, man.
Money with 6 200s and 3 misses, but a 99-62. Very good ratio. The best out of everybody.
Not only that, the score difference, like you said, 15,000 points, it's not very small. That might, we didn't think that the U.S. would be able to fight Thailand on even terms with the long note picks, but with that one, it did look like they had a good chance there.
So they're putting United States to the test now. They're saying, all right, well, if you're going to beat us at our own game, we're going to try to beat you at yours. This has the potential of being very close. We saw Money and Squishy Korean basically having dead even accuracy on LN picks, so they're certainly comparable with one another.
Yeah, and there are some 1-6 to 112 stairs in this thing too, but I don't really see any of the players, as we saw this map in the last match. The US did pretty well on this, so all eyes on Thailand to see how they handle this one, and as it's their pick, they definitely feel confident with playing it.
Yeah, and we should, this is another somewhat pivotal pick here, because Thailand, actually let's get it right here. This match opened with 2 breakpoints. Thailand lost on their pick, United States lost on their pick. So they're going to want to stabilize here. Thailand's going to really want to win this pick. Otherwise, they're going to reintroduce a scenario where the United States can pick something that they might not have intended on picking and leave something that they might have guaranteed themselves winning for a little bit later. And that's not something you want to do. So Thailand definitely needs to step it up here. And this is a bit of a risky pick to do that, in my opinion. We're going to see how this works out. Song number 3 out of a possible 9 in this US and Thailand bout, 1-1. And we are doing Izayoi Wara Bita. Apologies on the pronunciation, it is quite difficult.
Not a problem.
I just go with Izayoi. By the way, Izayoi, we did see this last match.
Yeah.
Australia picked it up.
Yeah, you know the crazy part about this is like this is a really pivotal point in the match and everything's really hype and clutch. But this is like the most chill song ever.
A lot of this pool has that. It's just nice and calm.
It's like, who's gonna win? To the most nice sounding music ever.
Hitting 1/3 of the way through the song here, and the US is doing a very good job in terms of accuracy. 99.86, 99.82, 99.7, just a really, really good wall of score there. They're up by 30,000 points. Shiro and Asusa just above the 99 barrier, so commendable performances, but not good enough.
Yeah, this is Craig's true form. Obviously, God Mode has been activated, as his accuracy is incredibly high right now at a 99.75%, just barely tailing behind Squishy Korean and Gikido.
It's going to be a very bizarre tournament opening because there's been nothing but break points so far. This is not normal behavior, guys. Here we go, stepping it up a little bit with these little flourishes of 1/6 notes here, and the patterns are a little bit roll heavy, so it's easy to overshoot something if you're not careful. But relatively unscathed here, just the last little bit of scales here, and I think the US is going to probably take this.
Yeah, I mean, Shiro and Asusa both having a little bit lower on the 99% bracket range really did damage to him there, and the United States will be able to break that point.
And this is the accuracy situation that I was talking about. Look at the US team and look at the Thailand team. Money, of course, having 105, best accuracy out of everybody. But then Shiro and Asusa, 215 and 330.
Yeah,
versus all mid-100s for US.
Yeah, and that just goes to show, like, you know, when accuracy comes down to it, those percentage point values mean the world. Like, I know for a lot of people that are just now getting into Mania or watching the tournament thinking, oh, the percentage isn't that far. How can it make such a difference? It makes a world of difference in a game mode where accuracy is your bread and butter. There's nothing more to it. It's accuracy the game. And if you don't have it, then you're not going to have a good time. It does look like we're going to be going into 2A attack next, the maximum difficulty. This one should be pretty interesting.
Yeah, this one is a rather pick. There is excuse me, not Izayoi, the other one, Ikenai Borderline, that's it. This is a more standard pick in my opinion. They're probably trying to put pressure on Thailand to see if they can hit them once again with a 1-2 accuracy punch. And at the same time, checking if they've actually practiced the song, because there are some points in this song that if you're not careful and not prepared, you will trip up here.
Yeah, this is one of the longer songs, clocking in at 3 minutes and 45 seconds, so mistakes aren't going to be as detrimental as something with a shorter time. So definitely giving themselves a little bit of wiggle room with this one as well. Quite a smart pick here. But at the same time, if Thailand can hold that consistency and has no problems playing it long periods of time, which I do not believe that's going to be any type of problem for Thailand, this could backfire potentially.
Asusa's accuracy is suffering big time, and there was actually a bit of an issue with their hit distribution. We're hitting a lot of things rather early, and that's not a good thing. Their money finding a drop as well, and Thailand's quickly putting themselves into a hole. Thankfully, there is a lot of time to recover. We've seen it happen in previous matches where other teams have been generally behind but managed to turn it around at the end, so we're going to have to see how this goes.
Shiro actually finding a couple late hits there in that last little section as well. Not really hitting their accuracy too hard, but a few 200s will be picked up.
It's interesting. This song is one of the longer songs in the pool, but it moves very, very quickly, in my opinion. I mean, we're already getting close to 40% done, and it doesn't seem like we've been on it for all that long.
That's because this is the type of hype music for a tournament. Like, this one fits the motif perfectly. Like, things are going down. It is serious. On a point, they need to make another point. This music is totally emphasizing what both teams must feel as they're going up against each other.
Increased chord density for the second half of the song here, starting to get a little bit more uncomfortable, and Gekido actually finding a bit of a miss here, and that is going to hurt that score gap quite a bit, because Shiro, Money, and Asusa actually have rather large combos on their own right here. They've gone a decent bit of time without having any sort of breaks, and that's really good. They're holding together very nicely. Squishy Korean and Craig holding on as well, but the score gap is narrowing. It's down to about 25,000.
Yeah, that combo deficit will help Thailand a little bit here, but I don't think it's going to be enough to close the gap. But I could be wrong, as it's getting really close here.
Still about 25,000 points. There is a rather tricky ending that will, and Money taking a bit of a hit there. There's a tricky ending that will render those unprepared somewhat useless.
Yeah, Money actually going to find a miss there, and that is not something you want to do. Shiro and Asa both actually holding 2K, Squishy Korean Craig, and they're doing 2K as well. Gekido finding his way back up to the 1,000 combo mark as time goes. I don't know if he'll actually hit, as we're getting really close to the end of the song here.
Yeah, even though Gekido's got a combo deficit compared to the other players there, he's actually got the highest accuracy out of everybody still playing right now. And here's the slow jam. Money finding another miss there, and Gekido getting a little bit tripped up by the chords, but overall it doesn't seem to be too big of a deal here. That gap is closing a tiny bit. We'll have to see. Last little bursts here, but it seems like the US is going to take this pretty safely here with a 30,000 point victory.
Yep, that you are correct, sir, and that will give them that third point on Thailand here. Very impressive plays from the U.S. here. I mean, they've just been doing very well overall so far, it looks like.
Money, the difference between Gekido and Money actually showcases how much more punishing misses are. Gekido, or just the lower parts of the timing window there, Gekido with 12 200s and 2 misses versus Money's 18 200s and 3 misses. And they caused about a 6,000 point deficit, and that's huge when you're getting scores that are in the 950s and higher. There's not much room for you to get any more points out of that. Also worth noting, Shiro and Asusa.
All right, let's see what Thailand retaliates with here.
And they're going to respond with Matsuru Surprise.
And this is a rather short pick as well, only clocking in at 2 minutes. It has a simpler rhythm structure here. It is considered a long note pick though, so definitely something they want to do. This is the last long note pick available too, isn't it, Halogen?
I am not sure. I believe it is. Let's take a look again. We saw Lynx get played. Blowin was banned. Hikanai Borderline was picked. And we have Natsuyu Surprise right now. I feel like all the things that are classified as LN picks are gone, but there's also Dragon Valley, which is it's
Dragon
not,
Valley's like a hybrid.
It's a hybrid, but it's got some pretty nasty shields near the end that are really punishing if you make a mistake. So there's not too much wiggle room left for Thailand with regards to LN picks. They're definitely against the wall. I would say that they really need to take this point now. Notwithstanding the fact that if they don't, the US would be up 4-1 on their own pick. That'd be the last thing they need.
Well, we're about to see how this goes down.
Asusa having a little bit of fun with holding the keys just for a little bit longer than they need to. That was kind of silly. Score gaps are really, really small. This song is, as you said, it's kind of short. It's only 2 minutes long, so mistakes are amplified pretty badly if you're the only one that makes them. And Shiro being the one to do just that. The score gap is now about 15,000 points, and we're moving to the halfway point of the song, but the LN density is going to increase a little bit.
Yeah, US is managing to hold that lead very slightly, but a single mistake could possibly switch that back over in just a moment's notice.
Yeah, right now, doing a very, very good job in terms of consistency on the US side. Lowest score is 99.53. Very good overall. Slightly trickier patterns here, but nobody seems to be faltering. Money's accuracy, my goodness. The score gap is actually really, really small now. I think the... oh yeah, that's right. Shiro and Money both are sitting at 99.7%-ish, while Gekito and Squishy Korean are sitting at 99.6%. The difference between Asusa and Craig is not that great, but it's looking to make a difference here. That score is extremely close. The gap is closing.
Oh, will they be able to pull it, though?
It's not going to happen. 3,000 points in favor of the United States. Wow.
That's crazy.
That score gap was narrowing very, very quickly, and I'm not too sure why, actually. At one point, the lead was about 20,000 points, but I didn't understand. I'm guessing the combo by Craig might have caused the score gap to diminish in size. The combo is 20% of the score, but I was under the impression that there was an instantiated cap, and 1,000 should be above that. But in any case, well done.
Yeah, that one was right down to the wire. It does look like this puts the U.S. in a very good position here. Whew, man. Now Thailand has it.
I was just about to say, the U.S. could close this out with Ihana, and they're doing it immediately. And this is the perfect jugular attack here. Just go for the throat. This is exactly what they should be doing here. This is purely an accuracy test, and they've already shown that their accuracy is better than Thailand's as a whole. They just need to test their consistency one more time, and if they do it properly, this match is over.
Yeah, and this one will be a 2-minute and 11-second song here with a BPM of 140. This one is very steady and consistent, as you said. It's not too hard to keep up consistency, but there is difficulty buildups throughout. So maybe we might see an upset here, but it looks like a very good state for the U.S. to go into.
Yeah, we would basically need some pretty severe mistakes happening in the more denser sections. There are some sections where there's constant chord streaming, just constant streams of 2 notes at a time, a little bit larger. Patterns are smooth, but it is possible to misread them. I mean, it is a respectable density. We're going to have to see how this plays out. But right now, this is song number 6 out of a best of 9 here. United States up 4-1, and this is match point and the United States pick. So Thailand is up against the wall right now, and they need to make something happen if they want to stay alive in this match. Getting to the first melody here, and United States absolutely showing their consistency off here. Lowest score is a 99.65, which is higher than the highest percentage on Thailand.
Yeah, it is not looking too good for them. Mani found that early drop, as his combo will suffer from that. As we see on the U.S. side, we're full combo so far for all of them.
Getting to one of those build-ups here, we're going to start seeing the density increase one more, and this stream is rather sustained when it comes, so where the consistency test comes up one more time. But if the United States can hold on, they will take this match, and it's going to be coming very shortly. There's the first part of it. We have another one coming a little bit further into the chorus here, so we've got some time. Thailand needs to hope for a number of mistakes to happen by the U.S. team in order to have a shot at taking this back. Asusa with a drop, and that is not going to help the cause.
Mani also finding a drop there. That is detrimental for Thailand right now. That is exactly not what they need to happen.
And the density is picking up a little bit here. We're starting to see lots of doubles in the streams, and Money is just struggling to keep contained, and that is going to do it. The United States is going to take this match against top-seeded Thailand 5-1.
And that is going to win it there. I mean, dang. I did not expect that. I did not expect a 5-1 for sure. I mean, Thailand definitely feel like that first match out of the gate really hurt them. I don't know if it was just morale-wise. There's a number of things that could have happened with everything that went down, but the U.S. really showing how strong they want to win this here. I don't believe they've seen a defeat yet.
Not in the tournament, no. They won all 3 of their matches.
Yep, they have not dropped a single map so far.
Yeah, they won against Russia, they won against Australia.
And sorry, they 5-2 Russia, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it was 5-2 for Russia, 5-0 for Australia, and now 5-1 for Thailand. But with that, that would conclude this block, I believe.
Yes, that will.
Coming up tomorrow, not tomorrow, it's tomorrow for me, but it's not tomorrow for you guys. At 1 p.m. UTC, we will resume the 7-key action, with Thailand actually coming back to face off against the Russian Federation. And there are a number of matches that actually go on at that time, so there's going to be a lot of information relayed while we have our stream matches. We have Russia and Thailand, Argentina and Indonesia, Poland and China, United Kingdom, and the Philippines. Lots of stuff going on right when we get back to it. And it is a 3-hour block, so there's a lot of matches that are going to happen in a short time. You definitely don't want to miss any of it.
Plus, at the end of it, we have a map pool showcase.
That's right, and we will be seeing what will be the quarterfinals map pool showcase, am I correct? Because of the reduced roster?
Yeah, sure.
It's going to be the round of 8, which we're going to probably see a very substantial difficulty boost if it's anything like previous quarterfinal pools. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out for sure.
Very much so, guys. And remember, make sure to be here at the times listed. You can check the wiki for times. That will have all that information there for you. It will also have, at the end of the week, I do believe we update that with match information as it goes on, as we go to the next stage. And remember, Rhythm's only a click away, and we'll see you all today, later, for more Mania World Cup 7-Key 2017 coverage.